How's it going, slick people in the world? I'm Bo.
Hello, and I'm JP.
And I'm Shao.
Yes, we are back. Well, they've been here the whole time. I'm back. I was gone on a business trip, which was fun. I had a great time. I got to see a bunch of robots, which was cool. But now I'm back to entertain your beautiful faces. This is right in my face.
Sorry, that was when it was solo.
It works. It works for that. So, yeah, this is the show for February 15th. Yesterday was Valentine's Day. Hopefully all you people had fun out there, be it single or coupled. It should be a good time for everyone. Because you know what? It's just about love. Friends, family, and lovers. Everyone.
Yep.
So, yes, Sean, I am back.
He stopped being lazy.
Yeah, I stopped being lazy. It does happen.
According to Wayne.
I'm not lazy. Hold on, let me get all this moved around so I can see comments. There. Happy VD. I don't know if that's a good thing. But yes. So let's move this back up to the right thing. And good. But yeah, if you guys like us, don't forget we do a live show every Thursday, 9:30 Mountain Standard Time. Right here on Spreaker.com/SLYK Radio and Facebook.com/SLYK Radio. You can also stream us anytime on those, as well as Stitcher, iTunes, and Amazon and iHeartRadio.
Yep.
So we're pretty Googleable. Googleable. So just, Google.
JP, it says in the comments on my phone that John Gonzalez is watching with you, and it gives me the option to chat with you.
Oh, weird.
To chat with you directly?
Yeah,
that's
a new feature.
that's crazy.
Yes. I've never seen that before.
That's eerie.
Oh, yeah, you can, share with them
weird.
too, so you can, wow, I just read that.
Eerie.
Weird. It's like, hey, how you doing?
Interesting.
Let me get in those DMs.
I don't see that. Damn, it can get real creepy up in here. That's alright.
Yeah.
That just allows people to talk about us behind our back. And you know what? Word of mouth is real important. Yes. So, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. So make sure you check us out on all of those available streaming services and stuff. With news that's coming up, we definitely should be getting on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as you guys know, we like to start out our show with the intro to the craft brew.
In review.
Yeah, so what are we drinking, JP?
Tonight we are drinking the Southern Pecan. It is from Lazy Magnolia. I was going to say Mongolian, but
Lazy Mongolians!
with a 4.39 ABV. The Southern Pecan Nut Brown Ale is the first beer in the world, to our knowledge, made with whole roasted pecans. The pecans are gold camp.
I was about to say.
The pecans are used like a grain to provide a nutty characteristic and a delightful depth to the flavor profile. This beer is lightly hopped to allow with the malty caramel and nutty flavors to shine through.
It's so nutty.
The color is a dark mahogany. South Pecan won a bronze medal in the 2006 World Beer Cup.
Well, that's fancy.
In the beer specialty category.
What does this go to? Sorry, trying to get a mouse plugged in. I don't think it's going to work. You just stare at my butt.
It does.
Forgot to do the mouse thing. Got distracted. But let's get this out of the way. So,
yeah, I'm pretty sure Gold Camp
I think
has
they do
done a pecan.
They do pecan beers regularly. I know they did one for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes,
That's pretty good.
I'm excited for this one.
Where is Lazy Magnolia at?
It is.
In the head.
Does it say on here? Huh.
What's MS?
Multiple sclerosis?
Kiln MS?
Mississippi? I think Mississippi is MS. Or Missouri.
All right.
It's in MS. Whatever state that is. That's a special thing. Also, bronze is the second loser.
I think it's Mississippi.
Also, hi Tara. Yeah, Mississippi. I was right.
Yep, bam.
Yay! I say stuff every once in a while.
Looks
That
like
is
a
a lot of
It
head.
looks like a fish.
It does. The county that he's looking at, Kiln, Mississippi.
Okay.
It's weird. I don't know.
Huh.
But yeah, so hopefully it's delicious because we know Gold Camp does a fantastic pecan brewery because I do remember it. They had it at Lex Thanksgiving. It was a pecan pie one.
Yep, I remember it. Did they serve it with the pecan pie?
I think we might have missed it if they did.
No.
Because we had the one that had the Oreo, and then there was like the chocolate cream pie one, which was fantastic.
That they served with the...
Yes, that they had with the pie.
You're making me hungry.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Not even thirsty for beer, just hungry.
Are you thirsty? This ain't working.
That's...
But we'd like to tell you about one of our awesome sponsors. That's Hanginz, Hanginz. Is an awesome product that works with any phone with the case, allowing you to strap it to your neck, your wrist, your purse, your backpack to keep it from falling to the ground. It's only $4.99 with free shipping, so go pick up your Hanginz today. Go to our website, solikeyknow.com. Click on the link on the bottom right-hand side and order yours. $4.99, free shipping. Yeah.
I should get one for my new phone and new case.
Probably. So what's your new phone?
My new phone is a LG V30.
Yeah, you liking it?
Initially I wanted to go with like the Galaxy,
Mm-hmm.
like the S8, but like it has that weird like screen thing. Like when I'm holding my phone, like my fingers are like right there. So like when I was holding it, I was actually bringing down like the drop down screen.
Because it has that curve on the edge?
I was like, this is too much. And this one wasn't as bad.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as I put a case on it, I mean...
You can't tell.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't know. I'm deciding if Apple keeps on the path they are, I'll probably go over to the Pixel. So.
Do you know about like Razer's phone?
Oh, that flip phone they were talking about?
No.
What do you not like about the new Apples?
Well, they're $1,000 for...
Yeah, that's why we updated our Hanginz
for
plug.
crap.
But Razer, the gaming...
I don't know. I like them.
The gaming
I haven't been a big fan of them, and a lot of people I've talked to, they've had semi-regular issues.
Yeah,
so
the new one.
Yeah, my 7 has worked fantastically for me for the whole time I've had it.
What about the battery life?
Yeah, my battery life has been great, even when they dumbed down my phone for a little bit.
Which they finally admitted to.
Yeah.
Those bastards.
Douches. But, I mean, at least they have that update that's coming out in spring, so you can bring it back to what it's supposed to be.
So the Razer phone, Razer is known for like
mice and keyboards and stuff like that.
But they have a phone. It is at 120 hertz.
Wow.
Refresh rate.
That's better than my monitors.
Yeah, than some monitors. 4,000 battery life. That's your standard.
It's still good. I mean, it comes with 64 gig phone, USB-C, and SIM. So yeah, no, I mean, it looks like your standard.
And then it's not that bad for pricing.
700. No, that's about basic. So I wonder who's going to be carrying it, or if you get it directly from Razer.
I think it's LTE. So like anyone who's AT&T and.
I think it's one of the twos. But either way, that's cool. I'll need to check that out. Check out the reviews on it. Liz says, I love my 6. Has less problems than Brad's 6 Plus. I've noticed that too. The Pluses seem to have more problems.
Is it because they're bigger? Or what's
Possibly.
the difference between
it's just a bigger phone. So I don't know. I mean, I've been very happy with all my phones since my 5S.
Because you're too scared to leave.
It's not even that. I like, when it comes to cell phones, I like proprietary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going and doing a lot of stuff. I'm not modifying my system. I'm not changing how apps are running. I'm not doing any of that shit because I don't care. I just want my phone to work. So when you just want something to work and you want to be kind of like phone stupid, which I do, get an iPhone. I mean, it just works.
For the most part.
So, I mean, that's me, though. I mean, I understand everyone else's points, but... iPhone 6, Liz says you can't hold his phone comfortably, much too big, which is fair. Right? These phones are kind of ridiculous. Also, when I was in San Diego, I literally did see someone walking around talking on their tablet.
I've seen
like
that too.
a phone.
Dude, we've seen that in like Comic-Cons.
It's just so weird.
Where people's like, "Oh, can I take your picture?" And they pull out this huge tablet. I'm just like, "What's happening?"
So stupid, Sean. Sean's right there with me. So I mean, proprietary options, they work for phones.
So
never for computers. Not for computers.
Anyone who has LTE, you can have this. So it's Verizon and AT&T.
Nice. So I can have it.
Suck it, Sprint.
Basically. But where are we at right now? So go pick up your hangings. And then coming up next is Slick Feed.
Where we geek on your week.
Yeah, boy. I was stepping back real quick. Liz says, I love being able to edit videos and photos on my phone. I mean, Android has that. Yeah. I have that too.
I can do that as well.
Yeah, so both phones do it. So I don't know. It's all, it really is personal preference. There's no master race for phone as far as I'm concerned, because the proprietary crap on iPhone may be a generation back, but it solidly works all the time. But if you just want to say you have the next best thing,
mine has like the headphone jack still.
I see. I don't know. I'm not too worried about my headphone jack, mostly because I want to move everything to Bluetooth.
Well, I that same thing, but I don't know. Bluetooth dies on you, and then now you're just like, oh, what? And then my phone has
that's the thing too. That's what Tony did. He just went to Bluetooth.
Sound.
He doesn't even.
So,
what'd you say, Joe?
That's what Tony did too. Like he went to Bluetooth headphones instead of like messing with like
cords and whatnot.
Yeah,
I
mean,
cords have never bothered me.
No, I mean, I have my corded headphones. I mean, I'm not going to get rid of them, but I still have. I went and picked up some.
I'm using right now.
Yeah, and I went and picked up some Bluetooth headphones. I didn't go for the mic one because I don't really give a crap. Mm-hmm. So, and I mean, I'll keep both of them on me.
The AirPods that iPhone has, I think those are pretty cool.
They are. I think so. I have something. It's called an ear buddy. It's on Amazon. Basically, it's a hook that you can just clip onto your headphones. Mm-hmm. JP's seen it. I think that would be beneficial for the iPods or the earpods, whatever they're called. Mm-hmm. So, and then they need that aftermarket option, the butt plug subwoofer.
I saw that somewhere. Probably Facebook.
Yeah. But anyways, so Slick Feed, what do we got? Google Console, codename Yeti, is going to be coming out to compete with Xbox and PlayStation. Google's developing a game streaming service to come out with a console as well.
Yeah, so that's very weird because the market is predominantly owned by like PlayStation and Microsoft.
Very much so, with Nintendo
just
like teetering,
nipping at the butt, just like it's like we're gonna catch up with you guys. So like it would be, which most analysts saying about like Google right now that it might have a chance with all like the streaming like stuff that it has, like YouTube Red and all that stuff. And it's like it could have that crazy backing that it might do that, and they're like a multimedia giant.
They are. I mean, and because you have Google or YouTube Red, which gives you the Google Music, and then I think a few other options. I'm not sure what.
Yeah,
but
YouTube Music.
So, if they were to pump up, if you could pay a little more. Say $25 a month, like PlayStation.
Right now, they're saying that because was it Xbox Now and PlayStation Now? They're around like $11 to $12 a month. They're saying that this might start off like at $10 a month, kicking off like with the gaming streaming service. So it's just like,
yeah, depending on what that streaming service comes with, that sounds very, very doable.
Yeah. Pair up with like ex-Sega people.
Yeah. If they could ex-Sega people do that Atari stuff, because Atari was looking at a console as well. We haven't heard anything about that. I'm hypothesizing here. Maybe Google took over like Atari's project. I mean, it's very plausible.
Do they own that?
I don't know.
Surprise.
I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. So, but if somehow
it's either owned by Google or by like Amazon or by Disney.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, they could have taken over that project. So, in which case you'd have Atari games as well. I mean, Atari is Sega at this point, I think, or
Yes.
like subsidiary, or they have some rights. Either way. I mean, that's very possible. You'd have no idea what it could come with because Google's so vast. So, pretty cool. I mean, I'm excited for it. Did you see anything on specs about the system?
No specs. Right now, they're just developing like the gaming stream service. So, like, they could possibly compete with Steam. I mean,
Yeah.
as
Does Steam have a streaming service?
I thought it did. Like as a gaming platform. For
I'm definitely not going to argue against that, but I'm not totally sure because I use my Steam Link and I stream over my network, but that's about as far as I know. In-home streaming service. Streaming, in-home streaming. No, I think it's just the allows you to remotely launch, install games. Yep, that's all it is.
Yeah.
So it's just the Steam Link. But that's not to say they won't come out with it. You never know, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I mean, anyways. But speaking of Google, who owns YouTube, the one of the YouTubers that's definitely in the spotlight right now, Logan Paul, of whom I personally never heard of before this whole situation.
Yeah.
Logan Paul, who recently, he was in the Japanese suicide forest, and he put a video of a dead body who had hung
on
himself
YouTube, which is violating the community terms of service.
Yep, and he also was making jokes towards it, which is screwed up.
Recently, he's been posting videos of him like giving CPR to a fish out of water, and then another video of him like tasering a dead rat. I was just like, and the YouTube's response has been really slow to this thing, but he has 16 to 18 million followers on YouTube, so it's like YouTube's like, oh, but he makes us a lot of money. But those types of actions are what are having advertisers like, it's like, whoa, it's like we don't want our stuff shielded with this person. Exactly.
I mean, and YouTube is advertising, so it's one of those things. As soon as an advert, if it were to play before a Paul Logan video, then that starts playing. People are going to tie those two together.
Yeah, it's like, oh, so they support this video. I was like, no, we don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so like at a recent media conference, what's her name? YouTube CEO Susan I'm sorry we mispronounced that.
Yeah.
She said that they wouldn't be terminating his channel because he hasn't earned the 3-strike rule on YouTube, but he definitely did break the community guidelines. So they will be removing his ability to show up on the recommended and trending sections, stripping his YouTube Red project. So there's a couple YouTube Red movies that he's a part in, so he's they completely just removed that from it. So that sucks, and the ability to monetize his videos temporarily.
Yeah. So basically, he's gonna be without that money for a while. Now, this isn't talking about advertisers that he has outside of YouTube.
Yeah,
which
if he sponsored that, but then if those sponsors were like, "Hey, dude, we're not gonna sponsor you anymore."
Yeah. I mean,
unless it was a contract.
He's trying to do the crazy, outlandish thing. He's like Britney Spears and fucking Keisha and Lady Gaga. Now they've gone back to normal, relatively normal, and so he's like, oh well, they were the spotlight. Let me do crazy, and I can get in the spotlight.
But to play devil's advocate for him, it's he's been doing this for years. He probably started off just as a regular super energetic, super happy thing, but he just kept pushing the envelope. And if you're on YouTube and you have that many followers, it's a business for you. It's like if you're putting out videos that you care about but no one watches it, you kind of have to not make those types of videos anymore.
Yeah.
So it's just, and he's been in the limelight for so long. I mean, to get 16 million followers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it takes. He hasn't taken a break, like after his Suicide Force debacle. He took like a week break, and he hadn't taken a break in like the years that he's been on YouTube.
And I think YouTube does require you to post a certain amount of videos as well once you get to a certain. So,
but that was all reaction to what he's doing and what other people like PewDiePie and others have done.
This is like the first I'm hearing of. Well, I mean, like I've seen stuff, but like this is the first I'm like actually finding out what it is about.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like, okay, so I just, it's so crazy. It's so crazy that like the videos that you were talking about him posting, like the tasering the dead rat and that kind of stuff. Like, that's just absolutely like, it makes me think of everybody's fucking favorite serial killer, Michael Myers.
Right? Especially in like the new Halloween movies where they show him like with the backpack full of dead cat heads.
But now, if that movie came out, it would just be him like taking selfies with his victims.
Yeah.
He's killing them.
Right?
But
But no, like, I'm serious. Like,
yeah. That's crazy to us, like, that he's doing, like, all this stuff.
It's just, it's so desperate.
There's a line.
It's desperate. That's what it is. It's fucking desperate, and it's pathetic. So I mean, he probably saw... my assumption is he saw his views drop at some point, so he's like, oh, I need to start doing some crazy stuff.
And he probably doesn't have a Patreon set up. He probably will now.
He's going to have to get money back.
16 million followers are not watching his videos.
Yeah. Yep. He's going to have to do something. And you know the people who are... It's just like the people who, you know, who are in, like, bad relationships who get beaten and verbally abused and they stay with it. It's the very similar thing. People are just going to be like, oh, I love him for him, and they're going to stick with it regardless of the fact that he's a prick. Mm-hmm. So, it's just...
That's a lot of money he's losing out. Imagine if he averages 10 minutes per video and he has 16 million followers and they all watch that video, that's 160 million minutes. Mm-hmm. That he's losing money on.
Yep. So, crazy shit, man. Absolutely crazy.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah, right? Anyways, stupid. What we got? Oh, Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yes.
I'll leave this one to you because you actually had a chance to play it.
Yeah, I played the beta for a little bit on PlayStation 4, and I thought it was probably one of the better, probably the best Dragon Ball game in any of the series, like including Budokai, like stuff on PlayStation, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. It started off like as the best opening fighting game like on Steam with 44,000 people playing, and that was 2 weeks ago. Now, over the past weekend, they're just sitting slightly over 9,000. So that is an 80% drop in players on PC.
Massive drop.
Then
again, that's PC. That's PC.
That's PC alone. It doesn't. I don't know how well it would translate to other consoles, but I imagine probably the same.
Yeah.
I mean, even the consoles, it's probably worse because like games are coming out on those consoles that PC is going to get later. But
I mean, the thing is that have you ever really played fighting games on the PC?
Yes.
Unless you have a controller, it sucks. Mm-hmm. It sucks bad. And in which case you have a controller, you're like, well, I have a controller on my computer. Why the hell don't I just play it on a console? Because that's what Shell does. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that's what most people do. If they like a controller, they're going to stick to a controller. So why not just buy it for the console anyways? So I'm not surprised that it's going to die on PC. And then when stuff dies on PC real quick, the rest of the community notices. Even if it's not the majority, like, holder of interest, it's still the rest of the community is going to see that and be like, oh.
Yes.
PC wasn't interested. What the hell?
You saw, like, with Destiny... Like, that Destiny 2 came out, like, people were playing it, people loved it, and then as soon as PC got a hold of it, they're just like, dude, this there are way
Yeah.
way more games that are coming out that are better than this, and
Yeah, it's the nature of PC. You may hear the argument, no, PC isn't a master race, but when a game doesn't do well on PC, it doesn't do really well anywhere.
yeah,
That's just the nature of the beast.
it's just because like Steam is like, oh, no one's playing on Steam,
Yeah.
And then if they're not doing well on Steam, they're not doing well on Twitch, and if they're not doing well on Twitch, probably less on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's just like a weird, like, snowballing effect. It's just like, it goes back to the thing. It's like, racing games and fighting games, that's very narrowed, niche people who, like, play it religiously and stuff like that. Probably in esports. I mean, we might see a surge for Dragon Ball FighterZ come back when, like, Evo comes around.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very possible.
But
especially if they put, some advertising into it, which would be smart for them.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if basically what it is, if you want your game to do well, you either don't put it on PC, or you put a shit ton of advertising into it so the PC players want it.
Which is crazy to me that you almost have to put as much money into it as you put into making the game itself for advertising. So it's just like, holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, now, I'm not saying it's a direct correlation for this one, but consider, like, Grand Theft Auto 5.
That game's, like, over 10 years old.
It's over 10 years old. It's still doing well on console, and it's very doing well still on PC. It's a shitty sentence. But that's what you have to consider. I mean, just use it as an example. If it does well on PC, it will mostly likely do well on console. Just like, I mean, Overwatch is another good one. It's still kicking ass on PC, so people still are buying it for console and still playing it and still excited about loot boxes and stuff like that. Got to get them looty boopses, man.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, but I predicted this when this came out, and I was like, but how long can you keep player retention?
Yeah. That's the hard part about that. I mean, the great thing about fighter games is you can play it, and then you put it down for a while, and you play it, and you can put it down for a while. But that's how the average person plays fighter games. Mm-hmm. They're not going to sit down and play through, like, the story mode. That's why, on some of the Mortal Kombat games, like the Sub-Zero game, and the new Mortal Kombat, Sub-Zero, I think that was the first one where they added story mode to it. Because they realized, oh shit, we're missing part of the market because we have a very singular player aspect here. So we need to have a story mode to kind of branch out. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. It's just, gotta try. Do what you can. Do what you can. It's just, but either way. Whatever. But speaking of games, Spyro.
Yay.
Oh, man.
This is exciting. So Activision is going to be remastering the original Spyro trilogy for the PS4 and then potentially releasing it on other platforms later this year.
Don't release it on PC.
I don't know. I mean,
unless you plan on pumping ads into it.
Yeah. But Spyro would sell itself just for nostalgia's sake. But
yeah, but you would think about the same thing for Dragon Ball. I mean, Dragon Ball Z, but somehow that nostalgia didn't work.
Yeah, but you're not, like, even if they release it for, like, what they did with Crash Bandicoot, $40 game.
Yeah.
That's sold like gangbusters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If they do it a lower price, yeah, definitely.
Well, that's what I was reading is, like, because it's the same, like, it is. They're going to be doing it like the Crash Bandicoot one because it had such success.
Yeah, it's not a full 60.
Yeah.
Like when I found out that it was $40, I'm just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I was like,
I
thought they would try and milk that money, but then they're just like, yeah, it's selling really well. I think for 2 months straight, Crash Bandicoot had been like the top seller for PlayStation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hannah owns 2 video games. Mickey Mouse Thing and Crash Bandicoot. So, I mean, it's just one of those things. It had heavy nostalgia. Spyro was nostalgic mostly for the PlayStation people.
I love Spyro.
I gotta be honest, I've played 2 levels of it. I enjoyed those 2 levels, but that's all I played.
It was
like the original Spyro or like
of the original Spyro.
But it was like catching up to everything else. It's like the trends of how everything works. It was like Mario came out and that game was awesome. We need more platformers.
Yeah.
So
in all fairness, though, I played Spyro on my friend's PlayStation, because I didn't have the first PlayStation,
Mm.
so I was very much Nintendo prior to that. But then it was after that I went to PS2, and then I went to Xbox because PS3 sucked.
To develop.
So
Yeah.
I'm not by any means. I know I've said this before. I'm not like a elitist for any console. I'll get whatever one I think is the best at the time, and I will leave friends in the wake. I'm sorry. I've done it. I have actually made friends mad at me because I didn't buy the Xbox One. They legit don't talk to me anymore because I didn't get an Xbox One, which is fucking childish. Like, super fucking childish.
Yeah.
So, that's just how it goes. But yeah, I mean, so I hope it does well. Like JP said, it's got that nostalgia factor to it.
Again,
so.
If it's not a full 60, people are going to buy it.
Yeah, very much. So that $20 makes a big difference. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a lot of Mountain Dew to go along with your Spyro.
Yeah. I think it'd be cool, like, if that did well, they were just like, oh, now that you played Trilogy, here's, like, however long Spyro, 20 plus years that Spyro's been around, here's Spyro, he's all grown up. It's like a more serious Spyro. Yeah. I played the shit out of that game.
Yeah, it's like the 20th anniversary or something.
Or he's like, Spyro's 20 years older now. Mm-hmm. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm envisioning some weird version of like
doing the remaster.
Layer.
I'm doing a weird mental image of like Spyro combined with Dick Tracy. It's getting a little strange in my head. I'm not saying it's normal, just it happens.
Yeah.
So this next one, it's more of like a curiosity thing because we keep seeing this pop up in the news. More specifically, recently with a toy came out for Thor. Mm-hmm. So we got to find out, seemingly early, what Thor's new weapon is going to be.
Yep.
So it basically looks like a Warhammer. And that came as the toy. That toy released already, right? Or was it just a preemptive?
It was a kind of like a preemptive thing, but the War Axe Warhammer that was in the toy that Thor was sporting, it was Stormbringer, and Stormbringer is the brother weapon of Mjolnir. Mjolnir.
Yeah. Either way.
And it was given to Beta Ray Bill, which was when Thor, like, the hammer was only allowed to be picked up by, like, those who were deemed worthy. And Beta Ray Bill, he's an alien. You saw him, like, in Galaxy 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, as a little teaser, as one of the monocles on the tower. And he picked up the hammer, like, no problem. And they found out that they were actually, like, brothers from a different mother. So Odin created another hammer.
From another mother.
For Beta Ray Bill. So, like, there are two Thors in a universe.
Yeah.
Technically.
Eddie says Mjolnir 2.0.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's pretty crazy. I mean, if you can make one magical hammer, you can make two.
And the movie is not out yet, or what?
The movie isn't out yet. So
no.
For, like,
are you behind on the Marvel Universe?
Infinity War?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one's not out yet.
So this one's pertaining to Infinity
War. Have you seen the latest one? The latest Thor?
No.
Oh.
But the trailer shows,
Okay, yeah.
Right.
But it's pretty crazy. Yeah, and then there's another one with Millennium Falcon. People are outraged at that because you know how the Millennium Falcon just has that crazy, like, U shape, like in the
see right there
in the toy.
Hey, there we go. Let's give it some shadow. Okay.
In the toy, it's complete. Yeah.
It's complete.
So you know how they have that weird spacing.
New Millennium. I should type that right.
Has a spacing in between it.
This.
The toy. So yeah, you see?
The shit is that?
They're saying and this is called, like, the Kessel Run Millennium Falcon.
I wonder if it has a cargo container.
Well, yeah, it is a cargo ship, so people are trying to surmise that maybe
he has a piece of cargo in it.
And then it was just ejected when he became like kind of a mercenary. So people are arguing about that. So like maybe in the new Solo flick, this is already like spoiling things for you. It's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, because if people don't know, the Millennium Falcon it's a tugboat. That's basically what it is. It holds massive or small shipping containers and blasts them across. That's why it's so damn powerful. It's designed to carry huge fucking loads.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I remember hearing somewhere that the Millennium Falcon, if it were to dock, could push like a Star Destroyer.
Yep.
I mean, it is a massively powerful ship,
then,
but it's designed to be a tugboat.
Even the mercenaries who worked for Jabba the Hutt, there's like Jabba's done with you, Han, because you flee at any time you run into the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it kind of makes sense with hardcore Star Wars fans are just like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah. So that would be what I would hope for.
Huge loads.
Mike says huge loads. So I mean that's what I would hope for out of it. But I mean, you put a lot of hopes and dreams into Star Wars movies, and sometimes they just kick you in the ass, like not giving us a great Jedi for some fucking reason. But yeah, so I hope they do. But I mean that is an example, but it's not the only example, and it's not just those are just the most recent ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's been happening for years.
Yep.
For years.
It's like, oh, we put up a new toy.
I'd seen like a Shrek one even had like the ogre Princess Fiona before it even came out.
Yeah, and I was looking at an article on this some time back, and it was happening with like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys. Mm-hmm. And this has been a problem for a long time. And I mean like original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, not like the ones from like 2010 or something.
I think it's only a problem if you read too far into it.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't know about it if people didn't post about it.
Right, exactly. I wouldn't think anything of it. Like, I'd be totally happily oblivious, and then, like, I'd see the movie, and I'd be like, oh, it's so fucking cool. And then it wouldn't matter. Uh-huh.
That's very true. So it's one of those things, I mean, they make a point, and it screws the point up. That's all it is. It's just, people go out of their way so much to find out the next tidbit about the next movie that they're kind of screwing it up for everyone. So it's really just, the same asshole in class who think he knows all the answers, so he starts yelling it out without raising his hand. Mm-hmm. No one wants to hear from you, dude. Keep your mouth shut. And if you do want to hear it, stay in Reddit and keep off my damn Facebook feed.
You don't need to read that out loud.
Oh, Jesus.
In that.
Stupid.
We're not going to say that one.
Just more Marvel.
But yeah. just more spoilers, maybe.
Yeah. Anyways. Oh, I need to bitch about something. Converse, you're a bunch of assholes. I wanted a size 14 pair of black high tops. The price goes from $55 from 13 to $85 for a pair of size 14.
More material, dude.
$40 worth. $40 worth. It was like I was all excited. I was like, I'm gonna get my first pair of Converse. Maybe. I've been wanting these for like 30 goddamn years, and I can't even wear them.
Maybe that extra ounce for like shipping puts you in that next bracket.
It just made me so grumpy. So grumpy. I mean, and they had other pairs for size 14 that were the same price, but no, you go online to find the pair I want, and it's super fucking expensive, and Amazon doesn't even have it. So I was like, I don't even know where to get it, and I'll never get them, because fuck my life, because that's what it's like to be 6'4".
You wouldn't find it at Shoe Carnival?
I searched Shoe Carnival, Amazon, Kohl's, and Famous Footwear.
Ross has Converse all the time, too.
I want the all black ones. The white soles, I destroy. Mm-hmm. I destroy. Right. So it's either got to be...
Like, sometimes they do have the all black ones. I've seen them there.
Oh, so you mean like not the classics at all, just like fully black, even like the soles and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the high top blacks. They don't even have the circle on the side, I don't think. The Converse symbol. Maybe they do.
I think
no, they do. They
do. It's just like blacked out.
Yeah. So I just want a pair of those. I just want a pair, JP.
He says cut some toes off. Sean says cut some toes off.
Size 14. I thought you were a size 12.
No, I'm a size 13. But apparently in Converse, I tried putting 13s on. 13s fit like 12s.
Oh.
So I have to get a 14.
Mike also says you should wrap your feet like a geisha. Just suck it up.
Just make it happen, right?
Binding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, rant over. What else do we got? Oh, Amazon. So, Amazon, they own Twitch, if you guys didn't know. We were talking about that earlier. And we recently found out, after a post, that it currently has as many, if not very close to, the same amount of viewers as most cable news networks.
Which is insane. Which, this is probably it's probably helped along by, like, the esports of the Owl. You know, Overwatch League. Dude, it's...
The Ocho? No.
The Owl.
I know, they need the Ocho on Twitch. It would be fantastic.
But people are getting behind it, that Overwatch League. So it's just like... And that's mostly on Twitch.
Shell has gotten very grumbly. I think she's hungry as her stomach.
I am being mauled.
It's the most joyous mauling I've ever heard. So yeah, I mean, they're huge. Okay, so as of January, we'll start out with this. So your standard cable news network has anywhere between 700,000 to 1.5 million viewers at any given time. Or was it? No, it's over the month period? No, at any given time. At any given time. But the... So Twitch itself is pulling in about 800,000. Which is about 100,000 higher than CNN, which is pretty crazy.
Yep.
So, yeah. I mean, just nuts.
Who said gaming wasn't viable?
Yeah, right? That's what everyone was saying.
You can't market gaming. No one wants to see that.
No one. No one at all.
My sister posted some checks.
See,
Zappos.
Yeah, but out of stock. Always out of stock.
Okay.
There you go.
Enough.
Because I think they made like 5 of them. They make 5 pairs of shoes to hopefully feed the whole of America's desires.
There's only one, and you have to kill the wearer of those shoes, like the Highlander.
Do I get away with it legally?
Yeah, that's why they call them high tops.
Okay, I'm up for this.
Highlanders.
I'm good for this. I will.
We should start calling them Highlanders.
I'd be up for that.
I had all black Converse high tops in high school. That's so 2007.
Yeah, and I've wanted them since like 1990. So, not to mention I weigh 285 pounds. I don't want fancy high-heeled shoes that are going to end up hurting my back. So, I don't mean like high heels. I mean like, running shoes. This is bad for you at the gym. Terrible. Mm-hmm. This, flats, good.
He's talking about zero drop.
Yes. So, yeah, because, as long as I'm wearing flats, my lower back is generally okay. As soon as I wear these too long, my back starts hurting. But that's just how it is. Anyways, yeah, I want that. But Twitch is kicking ass right now. That's for damn sure. Wayne says, "Thanks, Shell. You just made me feel so old." I mean, it's rough being 60, dude. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so Twitch is kicking ass. I really would like to get on there. There's no doubt about that. Mm-hmm. I just need to figure out how to multi-stream from OBS. There's got to be a way to do it that won't, eat up my processor, and I don't have to pay for an additional service. There must be a way that someone has figured out that I haven't found yet. I also haven't Googled it in a little while, so there might have been something that popped up in the last 5 months or so.
Yeah.
But yes, JP, this one is all you.
What? It's a story. So, with this latest craze of, Bitcoin mining. Like people are actually, what were they using? They were just using CPUs before, and then they upgraded to GPUs.
So originally, Bitcoin mining is originally like you had your CPU, GPU, and then you'd pump a lot of the processing into your GPU. And now they have the big racks you can buy.
The blocks.
And you just dump in a shit ton of GPUs.
Damn. So that most people are selling, like you've seen GPUs, like if you're trying to like upgrade your home computer, you've seen like it almost double in some places, like the cost of a GPU. What's regular GPU prices?
Anywhere between, if you're going for like a gaming thing, anywhere between $150 up to about $600.
And that's what Bitcoin farmers are looking for.
Mm.
So $1,200 for a GPU.
Fucking stupid.
And it's getting so bad to the point where people are saying it's like you should probably get one of those pre-made desktops.
Oh, that's what this is about. I saw that article.
Because it's
this is some bullshit.
So, but side story, like this is what's leading to our story right now. It's like those sales of the GPUs are actually making it harder for like researchers to actually find aliens.
Oh, because they can't pump the logic systems
Yep.
into graphics cards because they can't fucking afford them.
Yep.
Holy crap.
Because the market is being bought up. So like up and coming researchers and who are studying the wide vast openness of space can't buy GPUs.
Damn. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
And I think we've talked about this before recently. It was either at work or somewhere that, I mean, it's literally, it's screwing people over. The price of these jumping up. It's skyrocketing
So
the way
double.
it is.
So like SETI doesn't get enough research funding as is. So like,
Can I ask a really dumb question?
yes.
What is a GPU? Did we go over that already?
It's your graphics card.
Graphic processing unit. So
for
like
your computer?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
All
okay.
right.
It's,
Alright.
yeah.
So if you guys don't know, basically the GPU in your system, it doesn't just do gaming. I mean, you can program it and add and put programs to it that turn it into a mathematical processor, into an image processor to increase resolution, and Bitcoin mining. Mm-hmm. So because the graphics processing unit is extremely powerful, it's linear, but it's strong.
Yeah.
So you can get a lot of stuff out of it.
And
so.
to surmise what Bitcoin farming is like there's only a certain amount of Bitcoins that are in the world. And the way that you acquire Bitcoin is that you set your computers or that block of GPUs to solve math equations. Solving a math equation gets you partial or a full Bitcoin. I'm surmising that. I mean, you could look that up, but for the fact, and Eddie right there is right. Says like SETI's screwed. That's actually who the people are talking about. Like it's hard for them enough to get research funding to observe outer space. And SETI is the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. And so the funding they do get, they're paying double for GPUs to search outer space. So like they're getting less GPUs, but they're not gaining as much money. So it's like, I don't know. It's hard to say with like it's hard to game, it's hard to upgrade, and it's hard to find aliens apparently.
Which is sad. That's just super sad, man. Suddenly I am not getting chat updates.
I think it will pop up, maybe.
Hopefully not the same. Happy VD. Huh. No, they're not popping up in mine. For some reason they're popping up in yours. I think you're in a private chat or something.
Oh, maybe he's closed off since you're not his friend.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter. This is public, so I think he's private chatting you.
Interesting.
So I can't see any of that. That's how it goes. That's all right. If you don't want me to know, that's all right. I'm not gonna blame you.
Oh, Bitcoin's fallen down to $6,000.
Whew! From 14.5, I think.
Stop buying GPUs, guys.
Yeah, you're screwing everything up. So, but yeah, these GPU farms are ridiculous. I mean,
Most of them are located in China.
Yes. Yeah. Yay, thanks, China. Just fuck more shit up. Not to mention, it runs up one hell of an electric bill. So let's ramp up the electric bill in a country that is already completely destroying our environment. Add more electricity. Just bullshit. What? I'm done. I'm not gonna bitch anymore.
$500 now 100. You're spending an extra $32,000 on GPUs.
That's stupid. Stupid. Ah. Anyways, you know what?
There you go.
That grumps me. That makes me grumps. You know what I don't want to be grumpy about? You know what I'm going to talk about? You know what Shell's going to talk about? Herself.
You guys can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Shellshock Cosplay. That's CHELLE Shock Cosplay, where you can see all my awesome cosplays and all the fun events that I take part in, like the Knights of the Tempest, Fort Collins premiere theatrical medieval jousting troupe. We're going to be doing some medieval clinics coming up in June, July, and August, and hopefully a spring show. So I don't have dates yet, but exciting stuff is happening. So you can follow them on Facebook at Knights of the Tempest, as well as on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, so there you go. Cool shit, man.
Sorry, that was just me rambling.
It's alright. No rambling next time.
Whatever. It'll happen.
Yeah. Eddie says, just waiting for that quantum computing, the future singularity, then we'll be capable of finding the grays. It's possible. I mean, quantum computing is already out, so we just got to make sure it's more of a viable, non-self-destructive thing.
Yeah.
Tons of software's power, burn it out. Alright, shit. It's like the laser out of Real Genius. Also, everyone should watch that movie because it's fantastic. Yes, where are we at? Oh, so now we're on to SlickTube.
Tube Slickers.
Yes. So, all of you fans out there of Kung Fury.
It sounds better in harmony with me and Shell, because doing that is just like, ooh.
You just do it different. Tube Slickers. So if you're a fan of Kung Fury, the craziness of the futuristic retro super cop-esque-ness. Was it Thunder Cops or something? I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
I need to see it. I will. It's one of those things that I keep...
You haven't seen Kung Fury?
I know. I've been on...
I thought you were the one that made me watch it.
I did. I sent money to them.
You made her watch it, but you didn't watch it yourself?
I gave them $20 when they were doing their GoFundMe campaign or kick part. Yeah, I have actually paid for the movie to not watch it.
Just like anything you buy on the Steam summer sales or winter sales.
It kind of is. I have so many damn games.
Buy the games and don't play them.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
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 It's like Owen Wilson.
That's exactly why. We were doing that at work yesterday. Or today. Today, not yesterday. And we were chilling there, and me, JP, and Justin were all going, wow, wow, wow. And Devin was like, what? And then you could tell he got quiet, and he was starting to get pissed off.
Because he knew where it was. He knew it was familiar, but he couldn't place it well. It was like, wow, these boxes are coming along fast. Wow.
Wow. Look at that. Wow.
Vince Vaughn is my best friend. Wow.
Yeah. And all I had to do, I didn't show him the video. All I did was play the compilation of him going, wow. In like every damn movie he's ever been in. And he's like, fucking Owen Wilson. Yeah, it was pretty fantastic. Anyways, so yeah, if you guys are fans of Kung Fury 2 is becoming a reality. I saved that sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So what do we got? Oh, so we got Michael Fassbender.
Yes, he's gonna be playing the main role, I believe.
No.
No.
No, I think he's gonna be a main in it. I may not be right. I read that the original Thundercop, or whatever his name is, Kung Fury, will be back.
Okay.
But Michael Fassbender's going to be in it. David Hasselhoff's going to be acting in it, who's in the first one, and who's singing the theme song. And then we're also going to be having Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Mm-hmm.
I should tell Kaylin this, and I think she will literally just like pop into a happiness ball of joy. Because I told her about it. She watched Kung Fury, and her and Justin absolutely adore Arnold Schwarzenegger. There'd just be like this golden thing for them. So yeah,
I know it's only fitting to have Arnold Schwarzenegger in a like retro futuristic cop movie.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I mean, that just
it's logical.
Totally brutal, man.
Yes, very. Why does it say Thundercock Band?
Yeah, I saw that too.
I'm curious. So yeah, I mean, it should be pretty exciting. It's a little weird though. Filming is not scheduled to start until summer, but it's also still set for a release of the 2018 timeframe. So what? That's a little weird. But that's just how it goes, I guess. Thundercock, a penis of extraordinary length, girth, power, and magical ability, has the capable of satisfying any woman. Brett's Thundercock rocked Elise's entire world. She hasn't been able to walk right for days.
Where are you reading this from?
Urban Dictionary. Dude, it's only a matter of time until Urban Dictionary and like Dictionary.com join together into one disturbing source. It has to happen.
Idiocracy.
ZJ, if you gotta ask, you can't afford it.
Remember we looked this up one time and like how many weird definitions there were?
I know. It's ridiculous. But I mean, Urban Dictionary is the dictionary of everything you really shouldn't be looking up in the dictionary. So Eddie asked if you guys are digging Black Clover. I have not watched it yet.
Yeah. Black Clover is like filling the Naruto void.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, you have two...
Is Boruto over already?
Boruto is still playing.
Okay.
It's still going on. But it's not Naruto.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's not like a... In Black Clover, there's sibling rivalries. There's like these grimoire totems. Like, oh, people have magic. And you go to a certain place to find which magic book belongs to you. And like, this kid is like... basically the brunt of like everyone makes fun of him in the village for not having magical powers and stuff like that. Okay. He gets like one of the rarest grimoires ever. So it's
like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Kind of.
Nice. But badass anime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I've been balls deep in Soul Eater.
I come with you recommendations. I don't want to inundate you with like anime. But it was like, you should watch Gunslinger Girl. It's on Netflix and on Crunchyroll and on Funimation.
I have Verve, so I have it all. Also, I suggest Verve to everyone. It's fantastic.
I'll switch to it sooner or later.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the money. I mean, yeah, totally. Yeah, so Soul Eater is mine right now because I finished. Because I watched all of Outlaw Star really quick, rewatched it, realizing I had never seen the last episode, which was like, what the fuck?
Thanks, Jat. Thanks, Toonami.
Yeah, Toonami's screw me up. I mean, it was the same thing. I was like, I've probably seen like 3 or 4 episodes. I had seen 3 or 4 episodes of Dragon Ball Z like 400 times. But I never watched all of it until like I had spent the time to sit down and watch it 10 years ago or so.
Super is amazing for some reason.
That's probably my next one. Actually, Black Clover is pretty new. I could probably dive into that too. And then Food Wars is fantastic.
Yep.
I love Food Wars so much. And what do we got?
Aho Girl.
Yeah, Aho Girl. I'm excited for that one to come back.
It's not coming back.
I want more!
It's probably a one and done, but...
You never know. They could give me one more season.
Banana!
Oh, I love that show. It's so stupid. Watch Apo Girl. It's fantastic. It's one of those slice of lives.
What is fantastic? Some would say it's incredible.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, right? The Incredibles 2 trailer just released during the Winter Olympics.
Woo!
I think earlier today, actually.
Yeah.
So you guys post that link to the trailer up all in the chats and everything, so you guys can watch it because it looks pretty awesome.
Dude, we've been waiting for bated breath for it, since the first movie came out.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
well, and they did that little teaser, I think, for the Super Bowl, right? Where he lit his dad's hair
Baby
on fire
Jack.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's.
And now we have this. It's an actual it says teaser, but it's more of a trailer.
Yeah.
It felt like an actual trailer. And there was no
Minute
teaser. So.
Yeah. It looks really good. I'm really excited.
Yes, yeah. I've been jazzed because original one came out 15 years ago or something. Forevers ago.
Yeah, probably.
Incredibles. Let's see, what do we got?
2004.
2004, 14 years ago, man. Wow, that was a pretty good estimate on my behalf. I'm good with that one.
Yeah.
I'm
still in high school.
And it's still just a good movie.
It is. In all fairness, I haven't watched it in 2 or 3 years, but it is a fantastic movie. If you guys want to watch it, it is on Netflix right now.
Is it?
So, yes. Yeah. So I definitely check that out. I'm excited for it. I've been excited for Incredibles 2 for about 14 years. So it was just one of those ones I kept hoping would come back, because it deserves to.
Mm-hmm.
The weird part is, when it came back, you kind of assumed people would be older. Not basically
It's taking up is right after
the
first movie ended.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I assumed would happen, is it just start right after.
See, I figured they were going to be, the baby was going to be 7, and the kid was going to be a teenager, and Violet, or whatever her name was going to be a little older, a little angstier.
A little less emo.
Yeah, a little angstier, less emo, though. It just kind of that transition phase. Holy crap.
So, in that time, Transformers, the first Transformers movie directed by Michael Bay, came out in 2007. There have been 4 other Transformer movies since then. So, we've been waiting 5 Transformer movies for this. It's and none of those... the first movie was okay because it was playing on nostalgia strings, but the rest is just summer blockbusters, explosions, CGI everywhere, and we've been waiting for Incredibles 2 because
I gotta be honest, I don't think I've seen. Yeah, I've seen the first 2 Transformer movies. That's it. I haven't watched any after that.
I haven't seen. I think I watched 1, 2, and Age of Extinction. So I watched 1, 2, and 4.
Damn.
I think we have all of them, but I think I'm with you, Bo. I think I've seen 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's just
maybe 3.
You lost that interest after the first one. The second one was I'm excited to see this, and you're oh, I watched that. So, I don't know. I've heard that the most recent one was pretty awesome. What's that? The Last Night or something?
Yeah, The Last Night.
Was a pretty... No, not The Last Night. Was it Last Night? Age of Extinction.
That sounds right.
Age of Extinction. No, it was The Last Night. No. Anyways, I heard the most recent one was actually pretty good. So, I don't know.
I did not hear that
at
all.
Who knows? All kinds of things. I probably still won't spend the time, I gotta be honest.
No.
People will be like, let's watch Transformers. I'll be like, nah, how about we just watch Lord of the Rings again?
You mean the TV? You mean Beast Wars Transformers? Because I'll watch the shit out of that.
Oh, yeah. Or the original TV show with the weird robot that has a crane penis.
Yep. Or Ravage ejecting out his like little
Yeah.
little buddies.
Exactly. So, anyways, guys, that's what we got. That's the Slick 2. A little shorter day, but that's just because we had lots of Slick news. That's how we roll sometimes. And Eddie, I have yet to watch Fairy Tail. Have you watched it?
I'm like halfway through Fairy Tail. I haven't been keeping up because there's so many episodes.
So, is Fairy Tail is the one where it's like the dude wants to be like a pirate, right?
No, it's One Piece.
One Piece is the pirate one.
Fairy Tail is like magic. They're magic wizard guilds.
Oh, yes. I couldn't get into One Piece's animation.
There's a lot of people that could get into that gate.
In all fairness, it reminded me of Fooly Cooly, and I don't like Fooly Cooly's animation.
6 episodes.
I know. It makes people a lot of people angry every time I say that. I just can't get into it. I will watch it just so I can watch it, but I tried to, and it didn't work for me.
I mean, we met Conti. Conti, the robot from Fooly Cooly.
Probably.
At NDK. Remember the guy with the like TV?
Oh, that dude was badass.
Fooly Cooly.
That doesn't make it a good character. That made that dude badass. So, I mean, I want it to be a good show. I mean, Shell loves it. Jen loves it. You love it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I'll do it eventually. But,
yep. And he's like, I love this. Just like with Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Like, it took you a while, but we got him.
Well, it wasn't so much that. The first episode grabbed me. That was the problem. I'd started at the wrong time. I should have started from the beginning, and it would have grabbed me.
Yep.
People kept showing me, like, random episodes, and I was like, I have no connection to these characters. I don't fucking care. So I'm going to move on with my day. Give me that bottle of wine.
Bo, you got to take this seed and shove it way up your butthole.
Oh,
like, way up there.
Jeez, Rick. Anyways.
Gosh.
I didn't know I could do that.
I don't even know where to go.
It wasn't so great, but it was better than I thought I could. Anyways, so moving on, we got the craft brew
in review.
So we are drinking from Lazy Magnolia Brewing Southern Pecan, the beer. Flavorful, but not excessively. Hoppy, but more for flavor than for attacking your tongue.
How's that pecan taste for you?
That was going to say is the pecans, I'm not really getting them hard.
It's very light.
Yeah.
It's on the pecan taste.
It's more like, you know how like LaCroix water really doesn't taste anything like whatever you want it to?
No.
It tastes like you're drinking regular soda water and someone is in the room saying a fruit.
Yes, exactly.
I'm sorry, I read that the other day and I was like, that is exactly what
It is.
Yeah.
I love LaCroix, but I completely understand that is what it is. Very much so. Why do I leave? I don't know. Where did you leave? Where did you go? Where'd you come from, God Night Joe? But yes. So it really is kind of like that LaCroix where it's like you're drinking this tasty beer with good mouthfeel, not too much carbonation.
But I don't know how I'd feel about like more pecan taste though.
Yeah, but it's like the nice hoppiness, but I don't want someone whispering pecan in my ear while I drink it. I want to taste pecans.
Yeah. It's like, oh, they just hand you the beer and you'd be like, I don't know what's in this beer.
Yeah. And I'm not saying excessively. Like, I've brought it up before, like that Bulldog blueberry beer, whatever that is. That's like getting punched in the back of the throat with a blueberry. I mean, it's too
good.
much. It just doesn't work for me.
No, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, this one, I would prefer, even if it was like zebra gum where it had a lot of flavor and then it went away. I mean, that would work for me.
So you want it's southern pecan, right? Like that makes me think of like butter pecan, like ice cream.
Right? That's what I would expect too. So I was expecting a little bit sweeter, a little bit more pecan, not excessively.
Maybe
I mean, I don't want a super
like
sweet
a heavier texture.
beer. Yeah, like a sweet stout almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just didn't really get this from this. I mean, so it's a good.
It's a nut brown ale, is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is. There's
It's
no
slight pecan.
Yeah, it's so as far as the flavor of the beer, I mean, it really deserves like a 3.
3.5 for me.
But I don't know if I were judging it based on the fact that it is supposed to be a pecan beer.
It won a bronze medal for specialty
that's
beer.
the problem. It's like it's a good beer, but it's not a pecan beer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 3 because it is a good beer.
3.
It just bothers me. If it had more pecan flavor, I'd probably get a 4.
3.5, just because like drinkability reasons and like you do have that slight hint. You're just like, oh yeah. It's like if no one told you, you would just be like, this tastes familiar.
Yeah.
It's like, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it'll be the beer that haunts you until like someone tells you that, oh, that's pecan beer. It's like, that's what it is.
Yeah. Like, even that doesn't make...
No, it doesn't?
No. I don't know. It's a little weird. Strange, but it's still good beer.
3.5.
It's strange. But yeah, so 3.25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still not a bad score.
No, not at all. Not at all. So 3.25 from...
Out of 5.
Out of 5. From Lazy Magnolia Brewerings, Southern Pecan. So I highly advise people check it out. Our scores aren't definitive.
Mm-hmm.
Go check it out. Tell us if we're wrong. We're not wrong, but you should tell us what you think.
But we could be.
But we could be.
And how are they going to do that?
That's because you can follow us on Untapped, where we score our beers, and we share our beers with others, and people can tell us what beers to drink. It's Untapped, UNTAPPD. It is a website and app. It is awesome, and it's also a website. So if you guys want to follow us on there, we're at SLYK Radio. JP's on there as...
J Pizzletron.
And Shell.
Shell Shock Cosplay.
Word. So, yeah, definitely go check it out. Speaking of things to check out, I highly advise going to our website, solikeyouknow.com, clicking on that link on the bottom right-hand side, and picking yours up today. It's only $4.99 with free shipping. You're not missing out. Unless you don't get one. So, go to the website.
What is it?
Hangins.
Hangins. Tell people what it is. But yeah, so Hangins. It's awesome. And it's worth it. And I'm looking for... I lost the outro. There it is. Okay.
I can see it.
I can see the light. But anyways, guys, that's it for our show. Thanks for listening. Don't forget we put out new episodes every Thursday, 9:30 Mountain Standard Time, right here on Spreaker and Facebook.com at SLYK Radio. They're live.
Do you guys have empty space on your iPhone or Android phone that you're just dying to fill up? You can download the Spreaker app and subscribe to our podcast, or you can stream us on Stitcher Smart Radio with new shows every Thursday.
So Like You Know is not responsible for anything, ever.
Produced by Slick Solutions, somewhere in Colorado.
And So Like You Know is completely...
Like your opinion.
Just kidding.
We care.
But your government doesn't.
And don't forget that. We love you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Go do cool things.
Yep.
Because that's what life is for.
Yep.
Enjoy it. We will see you next week, 9:30. Love you.
Bye, guys.
Peace out, guys.